Let's talk about how using knowledge about human behavior can help us make travel and leisure more sustainable. To do that, we need to first understand why sustainability is difficult. Behavioral sciences tell us that sustainability as a challenge has all of the features that are natural in blocking human actions. This is even more so when we talk about travel and leisure contexts. Think about this. When we are on holiday, we always prioritize the value that we extract from being in a new place, from being on our holiday, and engaging in exciting experiences. So even if you are value-driven, committed to sustainability, a responsible consumer when you're at home, when you're on holiday, you tend to give yourself a break and you always put priority on having more fun and enjoying yourself more rather than being responsible. When we are on holiday, we also know that we tend to release behavioral controls. So in the same way that we tend to eat more desserts or have an extra glass of wine than we would when we are at home and we stick to our healthy living schedule, we do the same thing with recycling, with saving energy, with being wise about water consumption. So in general, we tend to be less disciplined about responsible consumption and sustainable behaviors when we are in leisure mode. We also have plenty of data that proves that even with the increased awareness that our societies have about the importance of sustainability, the need for everybody to commit to climate action, when we are in leisure mode, we tend to perceive thoughts about sustainability and climate change as in direct conflict with our state of leisure. So we tend to reject them even if they're right in front of our eyes, which explains why the simple provision of information is very often not enough to change behavior. There are many other factors, such as lack of knowledge or understanding of how our actions or experiences may be impacting the specific business, the specific place, the specific destination. The fact that in many cases we act in automated ways and we engage in automated actions. Many factors like that explain why in leisure context sustainability, sustainable behavior is actually difficult. Being realistic about this will lead us to understand that when we seek to address sustainability, we're not dealing with values, we're not dealing with ethical or unethical human beings. We're simply dealing with human nature, and being realistic about it can help us address sustainability in different ways. So what can we do about that? How can we use this knowledge about human behavior to make sustainability more likely? What we can do is to use knowledge that behavioral sciences have accumulated and apply human realism in our efforts to make sustainability easier, to make it the more likely choice, and to practically incorporate it in good business practice. You're probably asking yourself, how can we do that? Does that mean educating the traveler? Some of the factors that explain why sustainability is difficult in leisure mode suggests that the approach of educating, of providing information alone is not going to be enough, and this is why we haven't seen the results that we have been hoping for. The BehaviorSMART approach, the one that relies on human realism, is actually the approach of designing, of creating the path of least resistance that makes sustainability effortless and therefore the more likely choice of travelers, of tourism workers, of tourism entrepreneurs. So here are some key takeaways that synthesize what we just talked about. First, relying on behavioral sciences, we now know that sustainability is by design especially difficult for people, especially in leisure mode. Second, if we have a shot at accelerating sustainability and the sustainability transformation that the travel and leisure sector needs, we need to apply human realism and be realistic about how decisions and behavior really work and how they can be changed. Behavior smart means making sustainability effortless and weaving it into the traveler experience and business operations. Thank you for your attention.